think you'd spot the red flags early, right? But narcissists are experts in camouflage. What starts as passion and intensity quickly turns into confusion, self-doubt, and emotional chaos. The worst part? You often don't even realize it's happening until it's far too late. They make you feel like you're the only one until they make you feel like you're nothing. We're diving deep into a subject many wish they knew sooner: the subtle, early signs of a narcissistic relationship. These signs are often dismissed, rationalized, or even mistaken for love. But understanding them could mean the difference between walking away early or staying stuck in a cycle that can take years to recover from. We're not just talking about red flags. We're talking about the quiet, slow-drip psychological manipulation that creeps in unnoticed. Let's break down the 6 early signs and why you're likely to miss them. Narcissists don't start off cold. They start off magnetic. They mirror your dreams, your wounds, your passions. They move fast, talk about forever on the 3rd date, and call you their soulmate. It feels intoxicating. But here's the truth. That fast intensity isn't love. It's strategy. Love bombing is meant to overwhelm your boundaries. In fact, studies in emotional abuse show that rapid relationship escalation is one of the most common early indicators of manipulation. The narcissist creates a fantasy, one where they know exactly what to say, how to say it, and when to say it. It's not a coincidence. They study you. Every text you send, every story you share, becomes data they later use to build a world so tailored to your heart, you don't even realize you're stepping into a cage. Ask yourself, why the rush? Real connection takes time. Narcissists skip time to skip your defenses. That's not romance, it's psychological warfare. They don't insult you directly, not yet. Instead, it's little jabs cloaked in humor. You're so emotional. Wow, someone's sensitive. Or, relax, it was just a joke. These aren't just offhand comments, they're calculated. Each joke is a test. Will you speak up? Will you shrink? Will you laugh to stay in their good graces? And you do, because in the early stages, we all want to be accepted. We laugh even when it hurts. We rationalize their comments. Maybe I am too sensitive. But the real danger lies in how this starts to shape your inner world. You begin walking on eggshells, not wanting to be too much, not wanting to be the problem. And the narcissist, they keep pushing, testing, seeing how far they can go before you crack or conform. At first, it might just seem like they love to talk, but soon you realize this isn't dialogue. It's performance. They interrupt, they overtalk, they steamroll every attempt you make to express yourself. And if you do manage to squeeze in a thought, they either one-up your story or dismiss it completely. It becomes less of a relationship and more of a spotlight, one you're only allowed to stand near, never in. When you try to share something meaningful, they shift the subject back to them. Or worse, they correct you, belittle your experience, add a sarcastic twist. You begin to wonder, am I boring? Am I bad at conversations? But it's not you. This is a control tactic. A healthy relationship is a game of emotional catch. Narcissists hold the ball and never throw it back. You're not being heard, you're being managed. This tactic is subtle but devastating. It doesn't start with ultimatums. It starts with flattery. I've never felt this way about anyone before. You're the only person who really gets me. I just want to be with you all the time. It sounds romantic, intoxicating, and at first, you love the attention. But slowly, the walls close in. Plans with friends start to feel like betrayals. They pout when you leave. They guilt you when you come back. They make you question the loyalty of people who've been in your life for years. They may never say, "Don't see your friends," but the message is clear. Every time you choose others, they punish you emotionally. Over time, your world shrinks, your circle thins, and the only voice left is theirs. They explode, then apologize, they insult you, then buy you gifts. They vanish for days, then return with flowers, tears, and promises. This isn't remorse, it's manipulation, and it's incredibly effective. You begin to associate chaos with closeness, that the emotional roller coaster is passion, that the pain is proof that they care. But here's the truth. Real apologies are boring. They come with quiet changes, not dramatic declarations. Narcissists don't change. They perform accountability to reset the cycle. The apology is the bait. The hook is what happens next. They do it again. You start questioning your standards, lowering your expectations. At least they said sorry. But 1,000 apologies won't erase a single repeated harm. They lose it. Maybe they scream, slam doors, threaten to leave. Maybe they disappear. And then they act like nothing happened. The next day they're smiling, making breakfast, hugging you like nothing ever went wrong. You bring it up, they say you're being dramatic. This isn't forgetfulness. It's a form of gaslighting designed to destabilize you. You start thinking you were overreacting. You doubt your memory. You stop bringing things up because what's the point? You've been trained not to trust your own reality. And that's the goal. This is where the trauma bond begins. You live for the good days. You hope for them. You tolerate anything just to feel safe again. But that cycle, rage, silence, sweetness, isn't love. It's psychological conditioning. These 6 signs aren't just red flags. They're early warnings of emotional imprisonment. They seem subtle. They seem small. But together they create a system designed to break you down piece by piece. The worst part? You'll blame yourself. You'll think you're too sensitive, too dramatic, too needy. But it's not you. It's the pattern. Remember, intensity is not intimacy. Guilt is not love. Chaos is not passion. If you see these signs, pause, reflect, and if needed, run. Not every storm is worth weathering. If this video made you rethink a relationship or reminded you of something you once survived, give it a like. Subscribe to Dark Honey for more deep dives into the mind games people play. And leave a comment below. Your story might help someone else see the signs. Check the description for recommended books and resources to help you better understand narcissistic abuse, emotional manipulation, and how to reclaim your reality. You deserve clarity. You deserve the truth. You deserve peace. This is Dark Honey. Until next time.